Hey Virgo, welcome back to Haunted Cerebral Tarot. This is going to be your July 2019 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As usual, I've already meditated on your energy and pre-shuffled the cards. So I'm going to hop right into it, but I just wanted to, again, just say that whatever happens in the reading, if it doesn't resonate with you, you're welcome to toss it all out. Also, the reading energies are not, although they're specifically to this July, if you're tuning into this at some other point in time, it could just be that now's the time for you to think about that time again. So, time's very fluid, is what I mean. It's just another dimension. So, yeah, I'm going to hop right into it. We won't waste any more time. So, overall energy for the reading this month is the Eight of Wands. So, yeah, it just looks like there's going to be a lot of direct action for you this month, Virgo, which may be different than what you're used to. Seeing as Virgo is an earth sign, you tend to be more precautious about and practical with the steps you take, but perhaps this month, because usually in the summer there's a lot of eruptions of energy, and the Eight of Wands could be seen as that perfect fusion of the energy of Wands, which is like passions and sexual energy, future focus, doing rather than thinking. And the Eight of Wands is like that conjunction, that joining together of all that energy to do focused action. Could be that you're communicating directly. Let's just see. All right. So the top of your reading, Virgo, we have the Death card, Arcanum 13. And don't worry about that. And Queen of Pentacles. I see this as like what you're trying to embody right now, and also the Two of Cups. So you're thinking a lot about, with this death energy, you can't ignore this. I mean, don't worry about it. It's not necessarily means that death's happening, but you can't ignore that it's because it's a major arcana, and it's the first one in the reading, and it's in this position of like what's dominating your thoughts. Now, I think it's more like where you are right now, maybe at the beginning of the month, rather than where you're developing, because that's where I see it's like maybe this is where you are, and because the Knight on the Death card is riding forward, it's going into these two other energies here. So yeah, and through the transformation, through cutting away what no longer is serving you, you've been able to negotiate and navigate and accept that as time has been passing, you are coming more into that understanding and nurturing self. There's a lot of practicality that you're moving into, like you're willing to play the game now regarding your investments, and see the Queen of Pentacles. She's holding that pentacle really close to her womb, so in many ways it kind of embodies this holding close to oneself those physical traits that we hold dear, so money, body, home, family. And then also you're thinking a lot about a union with another. It could be a relationship or a relationship you have to yourself. But essentially, through the transformations you're making, I think personally what I think is that these two are kind of combined. So this is more like you and how you're becoming your full self is through the transformations that came out of last month. So last month there was quite a bit of dynamics going on. And I think you were having to tackle and navigate some situations that required some finessing, but now's the time when things are starting to really, the changes are in the midst of occurring, and eventually they'll lead you into where you want to be anyway. So, interesting enough, underneath it, what's informing that, we have the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So the Two of Cups here, I really think has a lot to do with whoever this Page of Pentacles is. This could be you. Like I said, it's like maybe you're becoming more emotionally connected and choosing to make an emotional connection with yourself that comes out of a new path that's through that's deeper understanding of your physical needs and your physical investments, that like you've attained that ability to do and to withstand the actions that occurred from this deep transformations, and that you've gained quite a bit of knowledge regarding the situation and how you can make action in it. Now, interesting enough, we have a second page here, which the king is receiving. So the reason why that this king energy, this knowledge, this authority of doing, this action-based king, is able to receive the changes and new beginnings, perhaps a disquieting of where you feel most stable, is the reason why you're thinking so much about the transformations that are occurring for you in your life right now. Now, you may be feeling a bit like, okay, can I continue doing this? But I think through the deeper understanding of your physical needs, that you'll be able to overcome it and find that self-love and self-actualization that you clearly are thinking about. So, yeah, I think that this reading so far, it's very like the overall energy. It's really direct. It's very like fast moving forward, and has a lot to do with yourself and your. Sorry, that sounds like somebody's knocking on the wall. So it really has a lot, I think, to do with your ability to accept the changes that have occurred through the previous month, and that the transformations that have occurred have taken you more into your truer self, and a self-love that is giving you the strength you need to attain that passion that is required to continue on, and will back up what you are definitely feeling in regards to the new knowledges that you've gained regarding the projects you've been involved in to begin with. So, at the bottom of the reading, I can see some trends evolving here. We have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So, a lot of Wands energy in this whole reading. It's like you really, just like the overall energy, the Eight of Wands, it's like this need to get things done is what's going on in the month of July for you. And through the acceptance of changes, the authority and knowledge that you know about what is going on with you in those changes, you're going to also be attaining an emotional acceptance, an emotional receiving of certain wishes and qualities that you want. You're going to be, in a place where you're going to have you're going to have fulfillment of those things that maybe felt like out of your control, out of your power. But once you accept your powerlessness in the situation, you do what you need to do, which is to, I think at the center of the reading says it a lot, survive it, or not survive it, but like keep up with yourself in this thing. Keep nurturing what it is that you're focused on. Know that there's a lot of new things happening for you going on with these the 2 pages in the reading. And eventually you're gonna make some forward motions with the 6 of Wands here. There's definitely gonna be a feeling of like you're in that kind of beauty zone for getting things done in a way that's like either you're going to be making motions forward for yourself, or in a group you'll be either leading or being led, and at least there'll be that like quality of feeling like things are going forward, and the actions that occur will have a sense of victory. And through that, which is interesting because here you're getting what you want emotionally, but then at the same time you're like ready to move on from that. You're ready to make emotional advances in for yourself. Like I almost see this reading for you in 3 qualities again too. So it's like in part half of the reading is related to each other, the other half isn't. So it's like with the Death card here, it's like, yes, you're aware of what you need to overcome, what you need to let go, what's no longer serving you. That's because you have the knowledge about what it is you need to do. And what you need to do is to nurture yourself, nurture your body, and take care of things in a very like a healthy way. Play the game as more practically as you can, and keep on keeping on through this 9 of Wands kind of, and then once the forward motion occurs, you'll be able to get on board with those changes that happen. And then simultaneously, the reasons for these changes to occur is so that you can gain a better love for yourself and your partner, at least, or at least form that stronger bond between your masculine, feminine, your yin and yang, because you know that the new paths regarding your physical form and your this Queen of Pentacles energy. So it's like whatever you've been trying to deeper understand about what gives you a sense of healthiness. Once you've come into those transitions for yourself in that new relationship to, like I said, those physical things, then you'll be ready to actually move on from the whole situation altogether. Once the advances are made, once the victory is won, once you've attained that emotional sense of like, yes, you've gotten what you needed out of this, then you'll be able to actually like take what you need and go. And yeah, and that's going to lead you into the 9 of Pentacles here, which you'll be able to reap the benefits of your endeavors. And the changes that have occurred are going to be of the best interest to you, and it's best to keep that healthy focus for yourself and to just like let things unfold, cut away what's not serving you, focus on yourself through this whole thing. I really think it's about like with the 8 of Wands here, I think it's really the focus, the doing that needs to be done is all about maintaining a healthy relationship to yourself. Yeah, I'm going to write that down. And at the end of it, you will really feel like you are in the center of your Garden of Eden, and you'll have a deeper connection to the nature that you've been really trying to nurture in this Queen of Pentacles here. And although it may be a bit of a solitary movement away, it's definitely like what you need to overcome, and how you receive all that information is like going to be your biggest success here. Your new ability to be receptive to the changes and the focal point of the energies that are occurring. So like, yeah, that really like when things are getting done, they're feeling like maybe you're not used to it. Like I said, that's why I thought it was interesting that this was your overall energy, because like with Virgo, it's like you got all the plans and you're taking things one step at a time, but with that like immediate like fire action, you're like, maybe you're worried of getting overwhelmed. So I think what's best for you is to take on that authority of the King of Wands card. So it's like, know how and when you can do what you need to do. You know, don't try not to get over above yourself with the Page of Wands here. Don't like don't let yourself act impulsively in regards to those things. And through that, you're gonna get back to a place of feeling like, yes, I accomplished what I needed to accomplish, and I can love myself for that and feel like I'm in a beautiful place and how I get things done through a difficult transition. And then eventually, you know, then you can move on from it. Feel like you either it didn't complete exactly what you wanted, or you can leave behind it because there's no longer anything here that's fulfilling you, and you can move towards a greater success. Great, Virgo. So I think this is a pretty positive reading for you. It's definitely like has a big thing to do with like learning not to get too overwhelmed by things, and to take things one step at a time with yourself, and to just to be patient with yourself. If you feel like the demands of the situation are too overbearing, just make it clear. Start forming boundaries for yourself and be practical. Take it one step at a time, as you always do, even if things are being quickly rushed at you. So I think that's the best advice I got for you. Okay, Virgo, thanks again always for tuning in to the channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment if you can, share the video. If you want to make a reading with me, you can do it through the email down below or through the website. You can also follow us on Instagram or message me on here. If you follow us on Instagram, it's a great place to see some of the more astrological transits going on. The other half of Haunted Cerebral, she's always tuned into those transits, and that can actually help you to see the dynamics of the reading more in a more broader perspective, maybe get a macro perspective of things. So yeah, I really hope that this helped you. I wish you guys the best and have a great summer. I'll see you guys in August, so we'll check in halfway through the summer, and keep coming back and take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.